morning, everyone. What I'm going to do this morning is I've got all of this trash that I've been working my way through. I am really proud of myself. Those cupboards back there, I have been having a major declutter out of. Super proud of myself. It's starting to look a lot cleaner and tidy in there. So I've been biffing out a lot of stuff. And so I thought, right, the box is full. I want to get that out into the bins this week. So let's carry on with my decluttering mission. So let's get into what we've got in here. There's a mixture of all sorts of things. So the first thing I've got is the Thieves Foaming Hand Soap Refill from Young Living. This was in my order, the new bottle. So I've actually got it just sitting here. I absolutely love this stuff. This is my second bottle that I've used up, so I'm now on to my third. And I've been I've been buying Young Living now for a year and a half. So two bottles in 18 months. That's how long it lasts, because this was one of the first things that I bought. So yeah, absolutely love this stuff. And we just have the foaming hand pumps, and I just keep refilling them with this. So highly recommend that. What have I got here? I've got the Mary Kay Satin Hands Nourishing Shea Cream for hands. I love this. The scent was beautiful. I think you can only buy this in the kit at the moment. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. I just wish the tube wasn't quite so stiff, because it is quite hard to get the last of it out. But really nice hand cream. I've got here a perfume. I've got Thinking of You perfume. This is lovely. It was so it's floral, it's light, it's got the cute little charm on there, which I need to take off. So I don't know whether you can see there, they come with a little charm. I don't think you can buy this perfume anymore. I've gone through quite a few of them. I think I've got one more left in my stock cupboard. So there's the wee charm. So we keep the charm and chuck away the bottle. I've used up a Age Minimized 3D Day Cream. I really like this. This is in combination to oily, which is my formula. It took me, this is my first tube. It took me a little bit to get used to it over the last versions. It's a bit thicker than what I was used to, but after a few weeks my skin actually really started to soak it up and has adjusted beautifully, so really like that. I've got here a travel size optic white toothpaste. Nothing interesting to say about toothpaste. I've got Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Tanning Dry Oil. Love this stuff. This is awesome. I just use it with a mitt. You can use it with your hands, but you need to be careful. It's sort of just a gradual, slow tanner. It's really nice for winter. It just gives you a little bit of warmth to the skin, but not too much. And I have replaced this again. I bought the bigger bottle, but I actually have to say I prefer the small bottle this size. The bigger bottle is a little bit hard to hold and pump, so I would recommend the smaller bottle. I've used up a oil-free eye makeup remover. This stuff is life. That is the best eye makeup remover in the world, according to me. So there you go. I've used up some samples because obviously I've been traveling a lot the last few months, so the samples that I've had in my kit, because they're a little bit outdated now, I thought, well, I might as well be using them. And of course they're great for keeping the weight of your luggage down, so I've used up a few of those. So I had a Time-Wise 3-in-1 cleanser in the old formula. I also had a Time-Wise Age Fighting moisturizer in the old formula, so they were good to use up. Got here the Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara in black. This is my all-time favorite. I absolutely love this mascara. Way better than any of the others. It's just my favorite. I finally used up the pot of powder. So this was the original powder that I got when I first started Mary Kay. It was, you can still see it on the back there, in ivory too. But what I did was every time I would get to an end of a translucent powder or a mineral powder, I'd just keep dumping the ends in there. So it was quite a mixture. But I really decided I wanted to get rid of this container and start fresh. So finally, how good is that? I am super proud of myself. I've got another sample here. We've got the Botanical Effects Hydrate. This is lovely. Really loved this. You can't buy this formula anymore, but this was the number 3 formula for oily skin. It just smelt really good. I've got here Young Living Thieves Cleansing Soap. This is lovely. It smells like Christmas time, so we just have this in the shower. It's really nice. I've got here the Schwarzkopf Strong Styling Hairspray. This stuff's really good, although it does leave residue in your hair, so it's always nice to get it washed out. But if you want a super strong hairspray for anything, it's great for that. I used up a sheer mineral powder in Ivory 2, so there is still a little bit. Normally I would get much more than this out, but for some reason I can't seem to get, like if I put my finger in there, there's really struggling to get any powder out of there, so I was just like, actually, I'm over it, so I've got rid of that one. I used a Time Wise Night Solution. Love this stuff. I've gone back to things that have got lots of minerals and vitamins in them just because I think they're really good for your skin. And this definitely does make a difference to how smooth your skin looks. I've got here a OPI Nail Envy Nail Strengthener. So I've had this for a while. Still got a little bit left in there, but it got quite gloopy at the end. This stuff is amazing. It really does give your nails some strength, so really like that. And if I can find it again, I'd definitely be keen to purchase it again. I've got a Victoria's Secret Blush Fragrance Lotion. So this was lovely. I bought this on one of my trips to the States a few years ago. And I've just had this at work on my office desk, and it just was nice, really nice, enjoyed that. Then I've got the lip liner in Dusty Pink. So for some reason I've had several of these open all over the house, so I've been making a concentrated effort to use them up. So this one's now all gone. Really love this lip liner. I've talked about it a lot. I've had it in my weekly makeup boxes. It's just like Your Lips or better. So really nice lip liner, and kind of happy to, I haven't used lip liner for so long, so those makeup boxes are really great for just bringing back some old stuff and reinvigorating your passion for them on the way you used to love them. So I've really enjoyed having that in my kit again. And then I've got here the Elemis Hydra Nourish Night Cream. This stuff was really nice. I really enjoyed using this. I bought this when I was away and I had a facial and a massage, so I bought some skincare range just to try something different. And I did really enjoy that. It's got a beautiful smell, but it was also really felt nice on the skin. Elemis is meant to be a top range, so around the world. Happy to have tried that. An eyeliner in Violet Ink. So this is not used up, but this is rock hard, and it was actually hurting my eyeballs trying to use it. So I don't know whether it's just the product was old or it wasn't a good formula. The color was beautiful. Because I remember using this stuff on my clients and things, but for some reason this one is just a no-go, so I was like, nope, my eyeballs do not want to try you anymore. So out it goes. Gosh, it's been a while since I've done this. I have put in here this little palette here, the Pure Dimensions Eye Palette. Oh, I remember now. I dropped it and the colours are now falling out. I've really struggled with this one. If you've watched my weekly makeup baskets, I really tried to use this up, but the colours are beautiful. I'm just struggling with the formula. It's quite hard to get quite a bit of powder out of them. And of course I dropped it, and now one of the eyeshadows keeps falling out, so this one is gonna go. Got a sample in, it's all worn off the back. I think from memory it was Sparkling Rose. It was a lipstick sample, so used that up. Got here a Sally Hansen Miracle Gel Top Coat. This stuff is really good. Just it keeps a really nice seal on your nail polish. It stops it from chipping for quite a few days, so really like that. I've got some eyeshadows here, so I think I talked about these in my weekly makeup basket. I've got Ivy Garden, which was one of my all-time favorites, but I'm just finding it's getting quite hard to get the depth of color, so that one is going. I've got Granite, which is a beautiful color. Absolutely love Granite, but I've got a million of these, so once again it was almost down to the end, so I might as well open up a new one. And I've got Honey Spice, which was also an old-time favorite, but that one is pretty much all gone now too. I've got my Beauty Blender sponge. This one is Had It. I think I talked about this in another video. This one was my second beauty blender that I've ever bought, and this one did not last as well as the first one for some reason. It's actually starting to come apart, and I just could not get this one clean for some reason. So I'm not sure whether it was just this one or whether they've done something to change them, but I'm now using a Mary Kay one. And then I've got in here This one was a tragedy. It was one of the Mary Kay at Play baked eye trios. And on the horizon, I dropped it. So this is what it did look like, and obviously it had the bulb of shadows there, and they smashed. So I was doing really well on using these. So yeah, that one took care of itself, unfortunately. And then I've got some, what have I got here now? I've got a whole lot of essential oil. So I've got mandarin. Love this. This was an old one that I used to have. Really loved mandarin. Lavender, one of my all-time favorites. I go through these regularly because I use them at night for sleep. I've got Endoflex. So this one was really nice. I really like this one. I use it, I keep it in the bathroom, and I have a drop that I put here on the area around your thyroid. It's meant to be good for calming things down, I don't know, but anyway, I've got a new one now that I'm still doing. And it's kind of, I think it might have spearmint or something in it. It's very refreshing, so it's nice in the mornings. I've got a little one of purification, so I absolutely love this. This oil is fantastic for diffusing for the kitchen, for around rubbish bins, things like that, anywhere where it can be a bit smelly. It's just got one of those scents that really cleanses the air. I've got a little one of Digize. So this oil does not smell nice. It's got aniseed and things like that in it, but it is fantastic for upset tummies, if you're feeling bloated, if you're just struggling to digest your food, or you've had something that hasn't sat very well with you. I have little vegetable caps, empty ones, and you just put a couple of drops of this into the caps with some sweet almond oil and swallow that down with some water, and within half an hour you are fixed. Or have it at night, and the next morning your stomach just feels so much better and loves you. So love that. And now I've moved on to a new bottle of that. I've got a little bottle of tangerine. So like mandarin, this one is beautiful. It's probably a little bit sweeter, and I like to use this in my coffee. So I put a drop in my lattes, and it just tastes divine. So it's also lovely for diffusing, but I've got orange, I've got grapefruit, so I kind of keep the tangerine one for my coffee. Little one of Christmas spirit. This one speaks for itself. It's just very Christmassy. It smells so good. It's oranges and clove, and it just smells like baking at Christmas time. So really loved that one. And then the last one I've got here is an old one that I had as well, called Concentration, and I don't know what was in it, but it was just a beautiful blend of a whole lot of different things. I bought these really cheap online, so I couldn't tell you whether the quality was any good, but I'm slowly working through my leftovers of that collection that I had and replacing it with the new one. So really nice. So what I'll do with the empty essential oil bottles, most of them, I think, you've got to be careful about which ones you do, but what I do is I keep a jar of Epsom salts in the bathroom, and what I do is I take the lids off the bottles, like for instance the lavender, take the lid off, I take the little dropper out, and I put the lid and the bottle into the Epsom salts upside down, and I just leave them sitting there in the bathroom, and the Epsom salts just absorbs whatever scent is left inside the bottles. And then when I have a bath, I like to, just shake some of those Epsom salts into the bath water, and you get lovely fragrant, relaxing baths. So it's kind of just a second way of using up whatever might be left in these. Obviously I won't do it for the Digize because no one wants to smell like that. And I probably wouldn't do it for the Christmas spirit either, because it's got clove in it, and clove is a hot oil that you do not want on your skin. But the rest of them should be all pretty good for the bath. So that is how I'll use up those. So there you go. That's my trash. It's been building up for a little bit. My box is lovely and empty again. It's rubbish day tomorrow, so I am continuing on my decluttering journey, and I'm actually starting to feel like I am getting somewhere with it. I did my wardrobe again the other day, because obviously now that we come back from Melbourne and I had some new clothes to go in there, I did had a big cull out of clothing. I had a big clean out of shoes. I threw away some of my all-time favorites, but they were just dying. And it was really time for them to go, and it just really does lighten the load on your shoulders when you let some things go. So I highly recommend the decluttering. But that's my trash. If you've got any ideas for other things you'd like to see me cleaning out, by all means let me know. Hope you're having a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks guys, bye.